Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to paint the portrait of Rumi and we are going to use markers for this. I have already sketched it out and I have used a red pencil for this and because I'm quite stressed out while sketching, so I wanted to do it off camera. And I'm using a reference from Pinterest. Unfortunately, after I sketched it out, I saw this tiny tag on the left saying AI modified. So I'm sorry if it is a bit off from the uh, original character in any way. I'm not sure how it's different. It looks quite like Rumi. So, but I'm going to follow it because I've already drawn it. And yes, I put my Pinterest settings to not show me AI references, but somehow they seem to creep in. So also I would try to not edit this video too much. I'm really terrible at editing and I don't like it one bit. So hopefully we can do it at one go, and feel free to take out your sketchbook or do anything or write something if you want to do something along, paint something along. Okay, let's start. Enough yapping. So I'm using the Copic Ciao markers. You can use whatever you have at hand, even like water-based markers should be fine. Okay, let's see. We need to swatch out a few colors, which I should have done before starting the video. But anyway, we'll see what we have. Okay, start. Maybe E00. I'll swatch here on the side. Maybe I shouldn't because the background is quite violety and I would like to do the background. It has that bokeh effect, which will be interesting to do. So maybe I shouldn't swatch it here. Let's go. The sketchbook I'm using is the Royal Talent sketchbook. It's a small square one and it's the one with the white paper and not the creamy ivory paper. Which I like using with markers because then the colors are quite accurate. However, there's a problem when the marker is wet on the paper. It looks a bit gray. You need to let it dry to know the exact color. The number I'm using is E00 and this is Cotton Pearl. This is R18 or rose pink. You don't need the exact colors, you need something which is close to the value. I tend to hold the markers at the far end for better blending and to get a very light layer. Even coming back with the first color. This is number E04. Doesn't have a name. I think it came in a different version. Somehow it's not having the name. But I do like this color a lot for doing shadows and stuff. And also lips. I haven't used markers in a while, so I'm a bit rusty. Let's see how it goes. Every time I use them, I like them so much because it's so convenient to use. Okay, this is R85. I'll do the eyebrows first with this color and then come on top of it to deepen it later. Even for the eye maybe. So there's a highlight here which I don't want to touch. I've already covered it. Okay, maybe we'll use a gel pen at the end of it. I do have a color chart, I forgot about it. Okay, let's see. E47. But the color chart is on a different type of paper, so that always matters. close, it's too big. Never mind, you can always lift a little bit with a lighter color. So let's go back with the lightest color, which is E00 that we used. Just lift that eyebrow a bit, looking too thick. Yeah, let it dry a bit and then we'll fix it. Okay. We'll try to keep the color pencils to a minimum or not use them at all. Let's see how it goes. Okay. That's some more of the purple shade. Need a deeper tone. This is E02, slightly peachier. Yeah. I do like the mottled effect of markers on this paper. I think it's a personal preference. It's almost like a watercolor granulation. We'll take a warm gray for the eyes. This is warm gray 1. Thinking if it's, yeah, the white of the eyes. Okay. Lips are a bit rounded. Okay. Okay. Let's do the hoodie. Okay, we'll continue with the same gray because we are lazy. Right. Okay. Now she does have some purple color effects. I'm trying to find the color swatch sheet. This is V01. Some of the colors I'm quite familiar with, so I'm not really testing them out again, but I do recommend to do that. If you're not super familiar with the colors or the paper is different. Okay. Need a darker gray. This is W3. I put this shadow in the wrong part. Anyway, trying to lift this with the gray, I'll change it. This is the ambient light which is shining on our hoodie. It's giving the pink and purple effects. It's quite nice. Okay, we need a cooler gray for her, for the shirt she's wearing. So, okay, here I missed a spot, but anyway. Slightly darker one. Just fix this. I went a bit darker than the reference to fix the mistake, but that's fine. The reference is anyway questionable. It's like, it's so hard to find a reference these days without this AI modification. It's like a menace almost. The AI menace. The Phantom Menace. That reminds me, I want to watch that movie. Like even for landscapes and stuff, it's so hard to find a photograph which is like all natural. Okay, this is a light turquoisey blue. Again for the ambient light reference. And hopefully it'll lift even if I put it on a darker shade. Just filling up the spot which I noted before I put down my pen. These are parts of this, the camera out of focus bokeh effect. Maybe that's what is the AI part of the thing. I don't know. No idea. Okay, now let's do the hair. I try to pick a mid-tone of the hair so that we can put on the colors first. Okay. Okay. This is V12. It's called Pale Lilac. Okay, let's see. Again, I think I need to overthink it, which I'm doing right now. Because I just need the values to be closer to the reference and don't have to bother so much about the hue or the actual color. Her hair is so cool though. Okay. Now we go on with something slightly darker. This is V15 or Mallow. And I'll take this V17. V17, and this is what? Amethyst. It's kind of very good for the shadows in her hair. I think I need to practice hair more. Kind of out of touch. So generally in the reference, on this side there is a pinkish backlight, and on this side there is a turquoisey blue backlight. So we keep that in mind while we fill in the part so that it's kind of consistent eventually. Okay, so for the bluish backlights, I'm going to use a color which is slightly darker than this blue, because otherwise it won't show. This is B02. I'm going to put them in these points. Somewhere here. And a lighter blue as a rim, kind of around the hair. And slightly on her skin too. I don't know what's happening. Fix this part a bit. Okay, so on this side it's more pink, so I'll try to pick a brighter pink so that it's visible. Let's try with R04. Okay. It's called shock pink. Okay, shocking pink maybe, but anyway, calling it shock pink. Blend it in with our first color, which was R81, or Big Rose. This is V12. Okay, I'm going to deepen a bit some areas on our face. Is it too much? Okay, let's try the first color to use, which is V01 or Heat. Okay, and let's do the background first before we do anything more, or maybe the blazer or the sweatshirt. Okay, now for the background. Oh God, I don't like doing this. We'll be wasting so much marker. There is so much background, but what needs to be done needs to be done. I thought this part was more bluish. V13 is too blue. BV02. Okay, let's try this. Okay, probably layer. A bit with that purple. Maybe use the chisel side of it. And so much markering. This is the problem with Copic. It's so expensive. It hurts to do this. So I hope you understand what I'm doing. The blue is too blue and the purple is too purple, so I'm trying to get a shade in the middle and going through crazy amounts of marker in the process. Okay, and there's a gradient. It's light to deep or deep to light. And where is the darker color? Okay. Also, markers may look streaky first, but they smooth out after they dry, so don't worry too much. reference. What should I use? B04, BV04, where is this? BV04, okay, let's see. Okay. I guess we'll leave it at that for the background. Just do the hair ends so that the kind of these white gaps are gone. See, now with the background, the darks are no longer as dark that they need to be. So let's darken them again. You can use amethyst and see if it needs more. It's enough, or we need something more. Do we need, maybe we need to add some color pencils or deepen a bit more with markers. This is V08, okay. BV08, no, this is too dark. V09, okay, let's see this. we use a peachy pink. This is RV42 40 RV42. So I'm gonna okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, we can stop it at this, or maybe even go with a bit of color pencils. Let's see. Oh, we haven't done the highlights, right, for the eyes. Let's do the highlights first. My face looks a bit more angular than the reference. I guess I've come in too much here. Let's see if we can fix it. If not, it's fine, it's a sketchbook. Okay. This is better. Slightly. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to leave it at this. You can of course add some color pencil details if you want to. I've been saying this and I've been continuing. Okay, maybe the eyebrows. Okay, let's see. Okay, got some. And the other side. Okay, let's do the eyebrows first. Okay. A bit thicker than I wanted it to be. Let's see. Okay. The eyes. see a bit of I think it should be. Does the face look symmetrical is the question. The easiest way to do that is turning. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Thanks for watching and till next time, see you. Bye.